This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris. Today I'm going to share with you a great side dish called pasta basilico. This is a really easy side dish and so flavorful. It uses all the flavors of Italy. The pasta, the garlic, loads of fresh basil, and delicious black olives. The first thing we need to do is get our pasta cooked. Now you can use any kind of pasta or egg noodles that you'd like. You're going to want to have 12 ounces of uncooked pasta. Now I'm using a small little penne here, but you could use any kind that you like. Cook it in boiling water for as long as it says on the package. Now here's my cooked pasta. I've drained it. So all the water is off, and I'm going to put it in this large bowl here. I find that when you're putting something together like a pasta dish or a rice dish like this, it's easier to put it all together in a large bowl as opposed to trying to put it together in the casserole dish you're going to bake it off in. Now while the pasta is still nice and hot, I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of butter and mix that in. And that's going to help keep the noodles nice and separated while I'm getting the rest of the ingredients together. Now what makes almost the sauce to this pasta is some cream cheese. And I have 8 ounces of cream cheese. You can use regular cream cheese or light. I'm actually using a light cream cheese today. And I'm going to put that in the hot pasta as well and start tossing the noodles with it. That way it'll start to melt that cream cheese. Now you can see as I stir that cream cheese into the pasta, it just keeps breaking down and really coating the pasta. So that's great. That's exactly what I want it to do. Now as you mix the pasta and cream cheese together, you don't have to worry that every little bit of the cream cheese gets broken down, because this is going to bake in the oven and it will totally break down there. Next I'm going to add some black olives, and these are a sliced black olive. I have about a 4-ounce can. I've drained the liquid off, and I'm going to add that into our pasta, along with a clove of minced garlic, a little bit of salt, and some black pepper. Now the salt and pepper is to taste, and I actually put a little bit now in, and then I'll stir that up, and then right before I put it in the casserole dish, I'll taste it again and make sure that I've added enough. Now here comes the basilico part of our dish. I have some fresh basil. And I find that fresh basil is really important in this dish. So I'm going to pull these large leaves off. I like to take the leaves and gather them up into a bunch like this. And then I'll take my knife and I'll just very carefully run it through to chop these up like this. Once I've done one chop through like this, then I'm going to go ahead and run my blade through it again, because I do want this to be fairly finely chopped. Well, that looks good. And now I'm going to measure out a 1/2 cup of this basil. And I'm going to kind of pack that a little bit in my measuring cup, just like that. Now I'm going to take my basil and I'm going to add that into my pasta and mix that in real well. Now at this point it's time to taste it again for salt and pepper. You know, 12 ounces is a lot of pasta, and you do need salt to help the flavor come out. So don't forget to taste it for seasoning again. Now the very last thing I'm going to do before I put it in the baking dish is I'm going to drizzle 2 tablespoons of olive oil onto the pasta and give that a stir. Now if you had a flavored olive oil that you liked, this would be a great dish to put a couple of tablespoons of that in. Now all I have to do is spoon the pasta into a little baking dish and pop it in the oven to heat it up. Now when you're ready to bake your pasta, put a lid on it and put it in a 325-degree oven for between 20 and 30 minutes, just until it's heated all the way through. Well, I've just taken my pasta out of the oven. It smells fantastic and it's heated all the way through, so it is ready to serve. Now if you'd like to try this at home, just go to our website and visit the On the Side show notes, and I'll have the recipe there for you. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. I'll see you next time.